This is part of our pre-workout series. This one is don't wish for an easy life. Maybe you've heard that. That saying, do not wish for an easy life. Or not pray for an easy life. Pray for the courage to handle the difficulties of life. There's different versions of this, Christian ones, Stoic ones. You'll hear different versions of it. What the fuck's that about? Well, listen to this on the way to the gym. I think it'll give you something, you know. So I've coached really, really rich people, yeah? I've worked with the kids of the wealthiest people in the UK. I used to work on Swiss ski resorts and North African beach holidays. Just the kind of young job I did when I was young. And, you know, when I was young, I was kind of resentful. You know, I grew up in a village near Cambridge. Just, if you're from the States, it's kind of like, imagine like Alabama next to Harvard. So in Cambridge, you see these posh kids, right? And I never even dreamed to go to Cambridge. It was suggested by my tutors. I was like, no way, not me. Because they were the other side of the wall. These kids that had a lot of money, usually their families got them there. Sometimes they were clever too, but usually as they had, you know, family connections. I'd see these posh kids and there was posh schools near us, and I think, God, look at you, they've got these tutors and they've got this great equipment. You see their sports equipment or whatever, if you ever did, you know, sports with them. I used to be jealous, man. I used to be jealous, I didn't understand. But when I had that job a few years later, after school, working with posh kids, I saw that they were missing something. You know, they were missing a hunger. Yeah, they were missing a hunger. I heard Tyson talk about this, that his son, you know, he did some boxing training with his son. His son's, you know, maybe genetically gifted like Tyson, but he didn't have that killer, he didn't have that hunger in him. Because he's a rich kid, you know, he grew up rich. You know, I saw Dragon's Den one time in that program with the millionaires, and this Duncan Ballantyne's this Scottish dragon, canny, clever Scots guy. He said, I'm going to give my kids enough that they can do anything, but not so much that they do nothing. I thought, yeah, that's smart, man. That's smart. And you might be thinking, yeah, but I didn't have a good dad. You know, I wish I had a good dad, or I wish I had any dad. You know, I wish my dad was present. My mum, you know, my mum was alcoholic, whatever it is. You've all got something, right? I had my things. Yeah, but that's stuff that kicked your ass. You know, that made you who you are. That made you who you are. You think the kid that had everything hasn't got any grit? Maybe they had money, but they didn't have love, you know? Maybe they had love, but they didn't have money. You don't know. You don't know. And would you want all that? The comfortablest life? What would be your motivation? What would be you wouldn't have any fuck you in you. You know what I mean? I don't pray for an easy life, right? You want an easy life? First of all, fuck you, that doesn't exist. There's no one that's got an easy life. You know, there's people in like Chad in Africa who definitely don't have easy lives. Slums of Brazil or whatever. Yeah, but even if you're like middle class, nice kid in Sweden or fucking Switzerland or some, you know, wealthy country, who knows what's going on in the background? Yeah? Don't pray for an easy life. You don't want all those fucking advantages. People that have had those advantages, they don't do much. It's interesting, actually, some studies of intergenerational wealth, and you think, yeah, Bill born rich, and that's great. And it's like, yeah, probably inherit a house. That'd be fucking nice, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have to work. You know, I went past a coffee shop this morning, right? Where I live, it's got kind of some rich people, and this coffee shop's not open at 8:30 in the morning. On the way to the gym, I want a coffee. It's not open. And I've been in that coffee shop. I know those people. They're nice people, but they're not hungry. They don't need to make that business fucking work. I need to make my business fucking work. Yeah? No one pays my rent if my business doesn't work. You know, I saw my mum the other day, she old lady, she's cute, you know, she gave me 100 quid. She says, your birthday, here's £100. And I'm thinking, yeah, put 3 zeros on the end of that. It might be useful, but I love you, thanks, you know. To her, that's a lot of money, and I'm grateful, and it's a nice gesture, but she can't pay my rent, you know. Not for years, she can't pay my rent. Can't help me out, can't bail me out. People that run this coffee shop, you can tell, man, they don't need to make that fucking business work. Yeah. As you go to your workout, do you need to make this fucking work? Is this just a nice to have for you? I hope not. I hope that your life's not so easy that this is a nice to have. I hope that you've got that fire under your ass. You've got that, this has to fucking work for me. You know, this has to get me the steel I need. Yeah, the steel I need. It's intergenerational wealth. Most families lose their wealth within 4 or 5 generations. You know, even though their kids go to their schools, you think the wealth would just accumulate, right? And there's old money, there's always been old money. But again, man, those kids miss something. They're missing something. I work with one of the poshest schools in England, Westminster School. It's one of the top 3 schools in the UK. And those kids, man, first of all, they didn't have a lot of love, you know. A lot of the parents were fucking psychos. Psychopaths, literally. But also, they lacked spirit somehow. They lacked hunger. It's a long time ago, so I don't know, maybe things have changed, but They didn't have what some of the inner city schools had, you know? Of course, it's nice to have a balance, right? It's nice if you've had enough, like, Duncan Valentine's kids. You've got a little bit of something, right? I still went to a good state school. I know some people listen to the states don't even have good education or good healthcare or whatever, right? I had that. I had basic healthcare, basic education. You know, but also I had a bit of that hunger. And, you know, I noticed I'm from an immigrant family, Irish immigrants, and they were pretty poor when they came over. My granddad could barely read or write. And he pushed. You see that in Indian families, you know, they really want their kids to do well. Immigrant families often do pretty fucking well, man. I can get into that whole debate about immigration, but there's one thing you see in immigrant families, often that hunger, you know. It's actually my grandmother that said, let's get on a boat, fuck this country, you know. She was discriminated against, she was a woman and she was smart, but they wouldn't let her go to university. So she said, you know what, if I have a daughter, I want more of her. And I think that sometimes, you know, like immigrant kind of hunger for something. So would you want all the advantages? Would you want it? You know? As I said, first of all, you don't fucking know. You look at someone, you don't know. That posh kid might have just an awful parent that's just emotionally unavailable. I was shocked when I worked with some of these like posh mums, like how uncaring they were, these kind of trophy wives. I was like, wow, these kids don't have good mums, you know? And that was weird for me, because I knew some shitty dads, but most of the mums I knew were okay. And then, would you really want to have all the advantages? Yeah? Do you not feel like you've got that little bit of like fuck you in you from having disadvantages, from I'll prove you wrong, from I'll show them, from I want what my parents didn't have, you know? I want what my parents didn't have. I've got that hunger in me. Yeah. You know, I listen to different motivational videos myself because I do a bit of background research, you know, and I notice a lot of them are black guys, American black guys. And yeah, why is that? Why are they not all lovely, white, nice, middle-class people? You'd think they'd make the best YouTube, right? They fucking don't. Yeah, it's often black guys in America. Why? You know, coming out of the ghetto, coming out of poverty, coming out of slavery not so far back. And that pain drives them. That pain means they're not victims. They can't have what psychologists call luxury beliefs. A luxury belief is... So it's even something like I'm a victim. It's a luxury belief, man. You want to rise yourself up out of poverty. You don't get to have that belief. You go to like a black American church, you know, go to the slums. People don't have that kind of belief. It's a luxury. They don't fucking have that belief. I know the people that run the nice middle class coffee shop, they got all sorts of fucking luxury beliefs. They're nice people, but they believe a lot of bullshit because they can. They can get away with it. You know, in the same way as I have to pay my rent, my business has to fucking work. I go to the gym, yeah, it's fun, yeah, it's a hobby, but I need that shit. You know, psychologically, I need it. I've got too much shit going on. I'm like, people are like, why are you going to the gym? I'm like, so I don't fucking someone. Yeah, so I don't fucking people. Okay, I'm going to get cancelled now for being a psycho, fuck it. Yeah, that's not luxury for me. You know, I have to work out. And when I couldn't afford the gym, I used to do just body weight at home. I had to fucking work out. That drove me. You know, I used to go to martial arts class before the gym, and I used to go there. It's subsidised at university. I used to go to martial arts class, and I never missed the night, man. There was people, it was nice to have for them. You know, for me, it was like, I'm fucking going crazy unless I do this. This is my therapy. This is what I need. This is what gets me through the day and the long night. So I got good at it. You know, eventually I got my black belt, right? Got good at what I was doing because I had to have it. It didn't come from having an easy life. It didn't come from luxury. And most of the successful people I know, they've not come from luxury. I see the luxury guys and I fucking feel sorry for them, man. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for the kids that grew up with everything, weren't hungry, for the kids that had too easy a life. I'm not saying we should give kids a hard time, you know. Life's hard enough in some ways for all of us, but I feel sorry for those motherfuckers that just had that luxury life that allows them to have luxury beliefs, and they haven't got the dog in them. They haven't got the hunger. They haven't got that. Yeah. I feel sorry for those motherfuckers. When you see someone who grew up rich, you know, parents got them into Cambridge, or whose dad bought them their first business, or whatever. Fucking feel sorry for them. Yeah, that is no way to get strong. It's no way to get strong. Yeah, no way to get strong. So do not pray or wish for an easy life, and Be fucking glad. Be glad you've had a hard life. You listen to this, if you listen to this channel, you probably haven't had it so easy, right? Different ways. It wouldn't resonate with you otherwise. Yeah, it wouldn't resonate. So, fucking be glad for that. Be glad for that. Let that be your fucking fuel. Let that motivate you. Yeah. Do not pray for an easy life. Do not wish you had an easy life.